Let's go! Guys, do not miss this big move for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano, and altcoins in general. This is stuff you need to know to be prepared because we are about to see something big in the crypto space. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Cristiano and I bring you cryptocurrency videos every day teaching you how to make money in this market. If you're new to this channel, then make sure to subscribe and also, of course, activate the bell right now. And with that said, let's begin on the 4-hourly time frame for Bitcoin. And you can see that since we went down to my red line here, and as you know, this was more likely than not going to be the bottom for this particular run down here for the Bitcoin price. Found a couple of supporting points here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Since then, we did go up, and at this point, close to the orange line, I did tell you to be cautious because this was the first test for Bitcoin. But what is the situation right now? Well, you can see that the bulls really did show up and we broke straight through not only the orange line right here, the first test, but also on the 4-hourly time frame, the blue 200 period moving average here. So far so good. You know that I've been saying that in order for the trend to shift into a bullish trend instead of a bearish trend, and there's no denying that we have been in a bearish trend for a very, very long time right now. I mean, it's very, very obvious. But I mean, we can, of course, shift this. It's only a matter of time before we shift this into a bullish trend. And the first stop was to break through the orange line and the blue moving average right here. So first thing is very, very well executed. So the second thing is that we need to break above the daily moving average, and that is the 50-day moving average. And it's also, I mean, if I flip it on right here, you can see it's also reinforced by my orange box. So just like, you know, this level right here, let me go back to the 4-hourly time frame. This was reinforced by the orange line and also the blue moving average here, the 200 period moving average on the 4-hourly time frame. This is why, you know, we had trouble breaking through it. You can see that we made one try right here, got rejected, you know, some sideways action, got rejected, made another rejection right here, went down, but then we went above it. This is also going to be the situation with the daily time frame, because you can see that we have this inside of my orange box. So what is the situation? This is still going to be very strong resistance, but if we can break through this, this was the second boss. So on the 4-hourly time frame, that was the first boss. This is the second boss. And if we can break through this, well, it's looking likely that we actually have that trend reversal, because if we break through these levels and, you know, consolidate above it, that's the important thing. You cannot just go above it like this, because you could see a wick straight down again. So what I want to see is for us to get above it, you know, consolidate for a little while. And then I think that first we are going to test $36,000. And then, you know, it's full steam ahead onto the major support or major resistance levels up here at $42,000. So in other words, if we can break through this vicinity, the orange box, the orange moving average to the downside, I think it's likely that we are going to then test $42,000, and we will see if that is going to be the reversal point, or if we can also break through this at this point and then continue to the upside. So that's what I'm watching. I mean, Bitcoin is looking really, really good in general here, because I mean, on lower time frames, sure, we need to, you know, reclaim these areas, but on longer time frames, and I just want to show you this comparison. So this is the S&P 500, the futures markets, and you can see that they made an all-time high yesterday. Of course, this also had an impact on the Bitcoin price, but I mean, you can see that we made an all-time high yesterday. Bitcoin is down about 30% from, or about 45%, I think, from its all-time high. It printed here in May, okay? So we printed the all-time high for Bitcoin was it May? In April, actually. So in April, we printed the all-time high for Bitcoin. There are going to be periods when the S&P 500 is outperforming Bitcoin, but I mean, Bitcoin over the course of time always outperforms the S&P 500 and the traditional markets. So I think that is also going to be the case right now. But you have to be cautious. You have to wait for the, you know, the battles at the 50-day moving average first, and then we will take it from there. But long term, Bitcoin is looking good, and I think that during the later parts of December, we are really going to start to gear up and continue to the upside. Another bullish sign for Bitcoin is that we finally broke this RSI lower low on the RSI here, this trend line right here. You can see that since January, we have been making lower highs here on the RSI. So this has really been reinforcing the downtrend as well. But now we have finally broken out of it. So this is also showing us that the bulls have arrived and the bulls wants to play. Other than that, we also have Ethereum. You can see that this trend line on Ethereum is potentially about to be broken as well. So this is very, very cool. If we go to my support and resistance lines also on Ethereum, we are going to see some very interesting things. But you can see that this is also the recent downtrend for Ethereum, and we could break the downtrend here if we continue here to the upside. We break through this, hopefully also retest it on the way down, and then we continue to the upside like that. So Ethereum is actually not looking too bad right now, not looking too bad at all. So as usual, I'm going to show you the next levels to pay attention to. For Ethereum, got 2,187. You got then a big leap up to 2,400. You got 2,500, and then you got the $3,000 level here. So yeah, that is what you need to pay attention to for Ethereum. So this is actually on the daily. This is how it's looking on the 4-hourly. You can see that we went up to my orange line, got rejected here actually, went down, found some momentum, and eventually broke above it. So for Cardano, you can see that we were stuck in between this range between my orange lines here at $1.16 and $1.20. And this is not unusual for Cardano. For those of you who have been watching my channel for a while, you know that Cardano has these moments when it gets stuck in between my orange lines, like right here, just stuck in between these, and then goes down to my orange line here at $1.02, goes up, stuck in between here, and then breakout, now finding support of the $1.20 range. And this is actually good for Cardano. If we can hold this level, I mean, the next level of resistance is a big leap for Cardano, all the way up here at $1.46. So that's a nice little 21% gain. So for the altcoins, actually, before we talk about the altcoins, if you want to trade the Cardano, Ethereum, Bitcoin, or any other crypto, you're able to get a $1,200 bonus over on Femex. So make sure to sign up using this link right here if you are not already signed up with my link. Okay, so the Bitcoin dominance, and I showed you this yesterday, and this looks ready to break down. This looks ready to go into an altcoin run. And this is also why I asked you on Twitter yesterday. I want to find the next major altcoin, stuff that is, under the radar, stuff that is not getting the attention, because I'm not looking to get another, like Ethereum but better, or the next Cardano or something like that. I want something that is completely different. I want something that is unique, something that is not getting the spotlight. That is how you are going to be able to find those 100x altcoins. And that is what I'm watching. So make sure to leave your suggestions here also and send me all of that. I'm going to go through it. And it's going to be outside of the box cryptos, meaning that it's maybe going to be cryptos which are, for some reason or not popular. Maybe they are even hated, but maybe they still have potential. So, and I'm going to do a video on them. So yeah, make sure to leave those also. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.